No, dude. All right, I'll tell you where I would have stopped this. We call this, the guy's elbow was touching his opposite ear behind his head. I'd have stopped it right there. Whistle. Now watch how far it goes. He's turning him. He's also pinning his hips with his right. He's got the hooks in. His right foot is pinning his hips so that his hips can't turn. So he's making it impossible for the guy to turn. If he would have loosened up on those legs, he could have turned him with that same move and it wouldn't have stretched so far behind. So, as you've heard me say before, one of the main purposes of a ref is to keep the wrestler safe. This is the section of last year's rule book that says holds or maneuvers are potentially dangerous when a body part is forced to the limit of a normal range of movement. Also says the referee should anticipate the dangers of injury from these holds or maneuvers and be in a position to block them before they reach the danger point. And you should warn the wrestlers unless it's necessary to stop the hold maneuver in order to prevent an injury. So the way I call this is right here, when bottom wrestler's hips are flat and the top wrestler starts to take his elbow to the other side of his head, I might caution that. I would go like this. Doesn't mean I have to blow the whistle. It tells the spectators and the coaches that I'm looking at that. And at this point, most coaches are screaming, watch the shoulder, especially mom and dad. Watch the shoulder. I'm watching the shoulder. And right here, I might say, keep that legal, watch that shoulder, which is a verbal warning. And right here, I'm going to blow the whistle, call potentially dangerous, stop the match, give the top guy 2 points for the imminent near fall, and then we make sure bottom guy's okay. Further, Section 7 is talking about illegal holds and potentially dangerous holds. The 7-1, the first rule there is saying the risk minimization of the wrestlers is paramount. That ref has an option to stop the match at the potentially dangerous point, and so it doesn't get into a position where it's illegal. And that's just a judgment call on the ref, and he needs to be in a position to call that, and he needs to have enough knowledge of wrestling and physiology to know when that kid's shoulder is in danger. What should have happened there was the match should have been stopped as soon as that limb went to the other side of his head and the kid started screaming. That's also another clue that maybe he's being injured. A good ref can tell when somebody's just getting turned over and they're crying because they don't want to get pinned, or they're screaming because of an injury. This ref should have noticed that. I don't know who you are, buddy, but you messed up and that kid's shoulder got injured as a result. Normally, you have to count to 2. 1,000, or 1,001, 1,002 is 2 points. The rule here says once he meets criteria, which means his back is 45 degrees from the mat, if he's in a dangerous position, illegal hold or potentially dangerous, or gets injured or is bleeding, once he meets criteria, he gets the 2 points. This example here, the way that I would score that is as soon as that bottom wrestler starts screaming, or even the split second before that where that arm is going to the other side of his head, stop the match. Potentially dangerous, 2 points near fall for the top guy. Refs have a tough job. But the easy part of this one was that should have stopped before the kid was in a position where his shoulder could have got ripped out. I understand why mom did not like that move.